Hello? Hello? Is it working? Is this thing on? Am I actually live now, or is it still kicking me off? Oh, brilliant. I'm actually here. Fantastic. It kicked me off. It wouldn't allow me to do live. Don't know what that's all about. Hello, everybody. How are you? I hope you're all well. It's been ages since I've done a live. Few things have happened. Some of them good, some of them less so. Yeah, but I'm here, and I'm here to answer all of your questions. I'm here to talk, here to see some old faces, maybe some new faces, talk about film cameras, talk about photography, all that sort of thing. So just make sure you ask me some questions. Ask me anything. Pretty cool with that. You know how the drill goes. And tell me where you're from as well. I'm always happy to hear where you're from. And we can get on with this thing. So what's up, everybody? Vincent, good morning. Benja, good morning. How are you? Sorry, I tried to get on live a few minutes ago, and it just would not let me. It just absolutely refused. I don't know why. So let's see. Okay. Coming to Tokyo in February. What's up? I hope you enjoy it. Good morning from Salt Lake City. It's good to see some old faces. Yeah, so I was meant to be in America. I was meant to be here or there. I was meant to be in America in November for my book, and some things happened. Some things happened. Mainly, an election, which was a complete, whatever it was, I don't know. But in the end, my publisher actually told me it's probably better that you don't come because it's going to be crazy. And I agreed with that. But also, I wanted to come, but I've injured myself, and it turns out it's actually pretty bad. I went to Thailand last month to do some book promotion for my new book, which I'll tell you about. And I couldn't walk properly, and it's only got worse. And it turns out I have got tendonitis in my ankle from being knocked off my bike yet again. So I'm in quite a lot of pain, and it's bumming me out a lot because I've been told by the doctor that I won't be able to ride for probably 2 to 3 months, which really, really sucks, because that's something that I really enjoy. Let's see. So, Stern photo. Hello from Oregon. Good evening from Buenos Aires, Argentina. Fantastic. Lovely to see you. Thank you for joining us. Jason Graves, what watch are you wearing? I'm wearing my Speedmaster Moonwatch, which I just got back from having repaired. And I mean, I like having a watch like this, but I don't think I can justify having it anymore. You know what I mean? The price for a repair, which you have to do every few years, is nuts on these things. It's nuts. I honestly think I'm better off with a G-Shock, So, yeah. Good morning. On holiday in Singapore. Film is ludicrously expensive. I see you haven't been to Japan yet then. Film is so expensive we literally can't afford it now. It's ridiculous. I can have a meal for two people for less than I can have a roll of film. How's that? 2 people meal or 1 roll of Kodak. Yeah, ain't cutting it. No, it's ridiculous. Hey B, good morning from Canada. What's up? Good evening from Minneapolis, Minnesota. Santo Domingo, Dominican Flavor Republic. Sweet, awesome. Welcome to see you. Glad to see you. Welcome. Please make sure you no, is my book about politics, or why should it be bad? No, my book isn't about politics, but the publisher said that if I come in November, there's very little chance of actually being taken any notice of whatsoever, because everybody's far, far, far too distracted with what's going on with the election. Coupled with my gammy leg, it didn't seem to make much sense, so we decided to postpone it until another time. No, my book isn't about politics, unless you consider film cameras in some way political. And I'm sure there's someone online who will try to make it somehow that way. It's been hectic in the USA. I'd wait a bit to come to the States. Exactly, that's what they said. They said it's hectic. people aren't focused on regular stuff. It's the news cycle is nuts, all of this. And I thought, yeah, nah, don't really fancy it. Don't really want to get dragged into any debates with people and stuff like that, especially, you know. So yeah, hello there, Portugal here. What's up, Portugal? Beautiful country. Wow, really seriously beautiful country. I loved it there. It's been a very long time since I've been. Food was amazing. San Francisco, California, as of now. What is a reasonable price for an M4 or a CL8 M4? Off the top of my head, 3 to 4 grand US, I believe. I've got CL8 M4 on my site now, which has been professionally CLA'd by a Leica person and has just come back. It depends on the condition. It depends on lots of factors, but 3 or 4 grand. What's talking about? I don't know. I'm talking about cameras and stuff. I mean, you can ask me anything if you want to talk about stuff. That's cool. Hello from San Francisco. Oh man, tendonitis is a pain. I hope you shake it as quickly as possible. I'd like to. It's been 2 months now. 2 months and it still hurts and it's ridiculous. And it's depressing. Honestly, being in pain all the time just gets you down. This is one of the reasons why I haven't been doing any, Instagram lives and stuff, because it just makes you feel miserable, you know. Excuse me, need some water. Good day, mate. That SL66 reminds me of when I had mine, Mean Machine. This is truly an amazing camera. I absolutely, wow. It's such a cool camera. Especially because you can reverse the lenses like so, and then just go macro, boom, just like that. What an incredible camera. This one, I'm still debating on whether to sell because I quite like it and I kind of want to keep it. But at the end of the day, I probably will sell it because you just can't keep them all, can you? Although I do try. Let's see. Hello from Malaysia. What's up, Malaysia? Beautiful country, fantastic food, lovely people. Do like it there. Anyway, getting distracted again. So, let's see. Always think escapism to film photography is always needed. Yeah, I think we could all do with a little escapism right now. Which reminds me, talking about escapism, I've decided to escape from that hell shite that is Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, Space Karen's K-hole playground. No, I'm done with that. It does my head in. It is just doom and gloom, neo-Nazis and just whatever. So, I'm skipping that and I've moved over to Blue Sky. You can find me on there. It's the same thing, Japan Camera Hunter, Blue Sky, blah, 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 whatever it is. I will be there. I'm not going to post on Twitter anymore. I can't deal with it. It just opening it up makes me feel like the world's going to die, you know. So, yes, come find me. It's much nicer, lovely people. Seems to be a really good film photography scene on there as well, which is really cool. And I like to see it. It reminds me of the old days. So, what's your advice on shooting film? With the high cost, just shoot it what you can afford and best, and the rest just shoot digital? Pretty much, yeah. Yeah. That's, I think, what a lot of people are doing now. And you know, I did a photo walk in Thailand. Lots of people were shooting film cameras, but people also had digital, which they were shooting as their second camera. And you know, so they selective shots for the film, because you've got to be a bit more careful now on the price. So, Canada loves film. Yes, Canada does love film, it would seem. Hi, what is your name? Jeff. Will that do? Yeah. Been a while, hope all is well as could be. I mean, can't walk properly, but the film Roll Eye Nightbird, is it still on the market? I haven't seen that for a long time. Doubt it. Just opened F3T from 1980, never seen the light of day. It was stored in a basement for over 40 years. Shoots where and shutter like a dream. Yeah, honestly. I mean, those cameras are built like tanks. They'll last forever. They're absolutely fantastic. Hey, Jaden, what's up, man? Good to see you. Got back from 2-week New Zealand trip with my wife last week. Took the 3.5F, super 8. And an X100F. Super keen on getting the slides back. Lucky you. Slides. You know what amazed me? So, I live in Japan, right? As you all know, Japan was the photo mecca. Now, When I got back from Thailand, I needed to take some films to get developed. 2 of the films they flat out refused. They just said, no, there's no DX code on here, there's no barcode, we don't know what it is. And I said, I know exactly what it is. I can tell you what it is. No, it could damage our machines. Refused flat out to develop it. And then the black and white, they said, will take a month. The E6 would take a month. I could still get the colour done on the same day. The quality of the scans were a joke. They were terrible, and half of them were upside down. And no EC2N. EC2N. None of that, right? And this was what really amazed me when I was in Thailand. I went to Thailand, I stayed near my friend's place, which is Sweet Film Bar. If you haven't followed Sweet Film Bar, you should certainly do that. Lovely people, great bar, good beer. Yeah, there's a craft beer wall, and you get your craft beer card, right, which is cool. And so you can serve yourself. But also, they do film development in store. So you can sit down, have a beer, and they will develop all of your film, all of it. Slide, black and white, colour, ECN2, all of that stuff. They'll develop it, no problem. You can have movie film developed, and they'll do high quality frontier scans, and same day. And I was blown away. I was absolutely, and it wasn't unique. Like, I went to a couple of labs and they were all like, oh yeah, we can do this. I thought, what is going on, Japan? And then I remembered, oh yeah, the company with the mountain. Yeah, those bunch of dickbags. They just don't want it here. So, picked up a Konica tomato for fun. Any thoughts? Don't eat it. Yeah, no, they're fun. They're fun cameras. I've not used one myself. I've sold a few of them. But they look pretty cool. They're cheap. They're cheerful. They're very red, kind of fun. Reverse lens. Damn, there was great stuff in the past. Right, wasn't there? This thing is over-engineered to the hill. Oh, it's not just got a reverse lens. Check this out. Okay, so we've got bellows, yeah? Cool. We all like bellows. Bellows are great, unless they break, but bellows are cool. But you want tilt? Yes, we've got you. Got you, fam. You've got tilt, vertical, tilt. So, yeah. How many other SLR cameras can say that? This camera was way, way ahead of its time. It's beyond nuts. And it's not just that lens that you can do the reverse on. It's all of the lenses that fit on this camera. It's amazing. So, there's such a cool camera. Hi from Vermont. Vermont, yeah, very nice, beautiful place. Great camera shops in Taipei. Ever been? Yes, I have. Bizarre. I found the camera shops weird there because they had all of their high-end cameras wrapped in like cellophane, and they refused to take it off. They would not let you have a look at the camera unless you were guaranteed to buy, which I found extremely off-putting. Taipei is not a cool country. I would not want any camera wrapped in cellophane there, especially not sitting in a shop for months, possibly years, and then an abject refusal to let you have a look at it before you buy it. Something seems a bit off to me. Are you on Threads? No, I'm not. No, never bothered. Should I be? I don't know. Is it in Japan? Is what in Japan? Expand Japan, good morning. What's up? Great. So, I'm late. Where did you say is a good film community? Thailand. Great film community. In fact, I'd say one of the best I've seen in years. People are friendly, welcoming. There's no gatekeeping. People are genuinely excited by it, and you get all levels. They're happy to talk. They want to show their stuff. They want to share. Like, it was just, and there's so many exciting and fun places to shoot as well. Yeah, love it. Thailand, Bangkok, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Okay. So, Expand, hey, I'm embarrassed to ask this question, but what was the idea between the Leica DS M3? So, back when they first made the M3, film wasn't particularly tough. It had a glass backplate, and there was a concern that it could tear film, so they put it into 2 strokes so that it wouldn't rip the film straight out the canister or rip the film completely. Later versions, they sort of worked out how to deal with that, and it became the single stroke, but initially the double stroke was designed to protect your film from snapping in a very condensed version. But yeah, just bought some of your film, really liking it. Question for you: I'm looking for accessories for my plow-bow Mechanic, especially diopter, grip, etc. Do you come across them? Man, I don't. I wish I did. I used to. Haven't seen them for absolutely ages. You're going to have to look on eBay and places like that for those. They're going to be really hard to find, I'll be honest with you. Yeah, haven't seen them. Oh, I miss you too, kids. Haven't seen you. Oh, I wish I could come back. Speaking of my film, Street Pan, JCH Street Pan. Now, unfortunately, I have had to put Street Pan on ice for a while. I don't know when it's going to come back. Don't know if it will come back. I cannot afford to make it now. The yen has dropped by more than a third against the dollar and the euro, which has made it much more expensive for me to actually produce the film. And the other issue is I would not want to sell a black and white film that costs that much, because it would work out to be like 15 by the time I got hold of it and then sold it and so on. But like $15 or $18 for a roll of black and white film, that's ridiculous. No, that's not justifiable, especially because, you know, I'm not getting to see any of that money. I'm barely making ends meet on it. You know, it's cost from tariffs and taxes and shipping and imports and all of this stuff, you know, and the suppliers, the buyers, they've got to make a profit on it as well. It's non-justifiable. So for now, unfortunately, Street Pan's on ice until I can find perhaps an alternative arrangement. Yeah, so yeah, that was it. That's some of the big news I had to share. It's not especially happy news, but it's been a good run. Nearly 10 years. Not bad. And I feel like Street Pan actually did something for the community. I think it shook things up a little bit, woke people up, showed people that there were still opportunities and things. So I'm very proud of what, not just I, many people did with Street Pan. Very proud of that. So thank you for all your support. Hopefully we can make it come back again in a more reasonable form. That selective shot. Okay, back to questions. That selective shots you were talking about was what I did with NZ. Roll eye for the big landscapes and Fuji for everything else. I know it's heresy, but that little camera's black and white sim is mean as. Yeah, sure. So tempting, but already got the 500 cm. Get this. Is film in Japan so expensive because there's high demand or because the importing Kodak costs too much? Importing Kodak costs a fortune. Not only do you have the dollar to contend with, you have shipping fees which have gone up a huge amount, and you've also got import taxes and duties. But there's also a complicated system of selling in Japan. You see, everybody needs a finger in the pie, which means, you know, the main stores will not buy direct from the importer. They just won't. They have to buy from a distributor. So the importer brings it in and then sells it to a distributor, and then the distributor sells it to the stores, and then the store sells it to the customer, which means, you know, 3 points of call for people to make money, which raises the prices ridiculously. In some cases, 4 points of call. It's nuts. And, you know, obviously Kodak have tried to counter this by keeping their prices low, but the importers are greedy. And Fujifilm is not helping at all, because Fujifilm doesn't even need to do that, because supposedly their film is already made here, or they're selling stock that is here. But they're just rising the prices to match Kodak, because they're a greedy bunch of bastards. So you've got that, which means film is a piss take expensive here. And then it's piss take to develop, and the quality of developing half the time is rubbish. And it's frustrating, because when I was in Thailand, I saw so much excitement and so much innovation and so many people doing things to make film better, which was cool. You know, so sorry to hear about Street Pan. I know, man. I'm sorry to hear about it too. I'm kind of bummed. Hey mate, hey, what's up, Plam? How you doing, man? Sucks that Street Pan might go, but good on you for sticking your moral of affordable stock. Either way, you've appreciated what you've done. I appreciate that too. I tried my best. I tried my best to keep it real. But yeah, there's only so far you can go, and I already get accused by people of being, price gouging and stuff on the film, and I'll tell you what, I have never ever made money on this. I have only ever broken even on Street Pan. It was a labour of love, and that's all it was. Making film is not going to make you rich, I'll tell you that right now. Hey, Sweet Phone Ball, what's up? How's it going, man? Andrew, Thailand has a younger population. Seems like it makes a difference. Yeah, it does make a difference. Lots of young people there. It was a lot of fun. Sorry about Street Pan. Yeah, man, me too. Good evening from Florida. What's up, Florida? How's it going? Why do you hate the Pentax 17? I don't hate the Pentax 17. I just don't think it's very good. I think it's overpriced for the camera. Yeah, sure, I'm a bit pissed about being snubbed by them, but at the same time, they still did something that was really, really important, and they did a good thing. I don't like the cost involved with that camera. I think it's way too expensive for what it is. I mean, I've held one, and it feels cheap. It feels like cheap plastic. It feels like the battery compartment was an afterthought. It feels like they ran out of leather and just went, oh crap, and so plastered 3 different kinds of leatherette over it. The redeeming feature about that camera is the finder. The finder is absolutely lovely. The dial moves every time you try and take a shot. I could find faults with that. I just think it's too much money for what it is. I don't hate it. It was a shame after you told me that SP400 had been discontinued, even though I'd only shot one roll. Loved it so much. Thank you so much. So yeah, it's not discontinued so much as it's on ice until I can find a viable alternative, hopefully. I have had somebody ask to buy out the brand name for an insulting amount of money. And I said no, because then they can just put anything in the packet and rip people off, and it makes me look like a total prick, and I'm not doing that. So, let's see. I've got a whole list of stuff here that I wanted to run through because there were some interesting things. Yes, sad news. YV Cameras, West Yorkshire Cameras in the UK is closing. That one hit me hard. They've been around as long as I have. Excellent meme game online. Really cool staff. Lots of cool cameras. Lovely, lovely, lovely people. Got completely shafted by some credit card fraud couple of months back, like a disgusting amount of money, and who does that to small businesses? Well, shithouse people do that to small businesses, and I've had it happen to me, and it hurts. It really hurts, and they think you're some kind of big business that can weather it, and you're not. You have somebody steal 2-3 grand in a month, and you're like, oh great, well now I'm not going to be paying my salary for this month. Fantastic. So yeah. Sad to hear them go, but I hope that the people who work there can go on to better and greater and new things. And I hope the people that run YV still have opportunities in Camfield. I know they will. If they need any help or support, always happy here to do anything I can. Let's see. What's that pink camera behind me? Pink camera. It's not actually a camera. I bought this when I was drunk online thinking it actually was a camera. It's a Hello Kitty toy camera. And I was super psyched because I thought I was going to get to put stuff in it and make it do stuff. And no. Still got it though. Let's see. Kodak Portra 400 or Gold 200. Portra is very hard to get. Gold, because I don't want to sell a kidney for a roll of Portra. No thanks. Trading my Pentax 17 for the 75th roll eye behind you. How about you trade in about 20 or 30 of those, maybe, for that. Even then I wouldn't want them because you can't sell them, which is wild because I actually, when it came out, it was released, you couldn't get one. You just couldn't get one. They were sold out everywhere. And I've now been to a whole bunch of shops and they've said, yeah, we've got stock sitting on the shelves, nobody wants them. which is wild, nuts. Let's see, what else? What other news? Oh, yes. Go over to Ilford's website. They are doing a film photography survey. They're trying to gauge the world of film. And I think that's really important. I think it's really good, and it can help new products and perhaps reduce prices. I know that Ilford are, from what I understand, building a new factory in the UK. So they're ramping up production. Things are looking good there. So well done, Ilford. Big support for them. Well done, keeping things going. Let's hope it can go into even better and further things. Let's see if Phoenix can have Phoenix 2 or, I don't know, Rise of the Phoenix or something. I don't know. When are you going to start selling digital equipment? Never. Why would I? Like, I've never sold digital. What sort of question is that? I have no idea about digital equipment. I have no interest in it. Like, it counters everything I've done. I would invalidate everything I've done over the last 12, 14 years by just going off and sell. I'd be a sellout. Just a sellout. Yeah, I mean, I guess if I wanted to be a sellout. You know. By the way, also, speaking of film, I got something in the post. What's in the post? Yes! I got some new film. I got some film from China. Let's see. This is Lucky Film from China. Now, I'm not familiar with this stuff. I haven't seen it before. They've sent me 2 different films. They've sent me 2 black and whites. A 100 and a 400, it would seem. It's all in Chinese, so I absolutely can't read any of it. But it looks to be quite interesting. I'm going to try these out and see how they go and share them with people. But this is something that, and it's dated to 2026, so this is not an expired film. From what I understand, I had a chat with the chap Shane at Lucky. He was very nice, and you know, they're manufacturing all of their own stuff. They're doing all of their own packaging. Let's have a look. Let's have a quick peek and see what it's like. Box is printed on internally as well. And that is not a re-roll. That is not a sticker. That is a genuine canister with the DX coding on it. Metal canister, so very promising so far. I'm interested. So check out Lucky Film. It's nice to see other options on the market. I'm happy to see that. Hopefully it will be inexpensive. And we'll see how it goes. I'm going to have to try it out. Let's see. Javon. So, Laura, sorry, late to the party today. Hello from Santa Barbara. Excited because I got the notice that your book shipped out to me today. My book. Yes, by the way, today's the day. Today is the day. It's the 12th. Here, in Japan at least, it's the 12th. Today's the day. My book is officially released. Film Camera Zen, a guide to finding your perfect film camera. So those of you who pre-ordered should be getting your books anytime soon. I know some people have already got theirs. I really hope you like it. I hope you enjoy it. If you haven't got one, hit Amazon, hit Waterstones, hit what I would suggest is go to your local bookshop. Support local business, support small bricks and mortar stores. Go and help them. We don't need Jeff Bezos being able to spend $50 million a year just to maintain his yachts, right? Let's help the people who are running the small local bookshop that have got a cat in their window. They seem like a whole bunch nicer, right? So go down there, ask them for Film Camera Zen. They'll get you a copy. Please do support small bookshops. That's really cool of you if you can do that. Please, I hope you enjoy the book. Hope you go and grab yourself a copy. I'm pretty proud of it, even though it's got some mistakes in it. Hope you like it. So, yes, I wish FOMA had more of an online presence. They're chugging away and they're making new stocks. I would love to see them skyrocket as Ilford has. Yeah, FOMA, if you're watching, you need a social media team like Chop, ASAP, Smartish. If you need some help, more than happy. Lucky were the ones that were partnering with Fuji. No, Lucky were the ones that were partnering with Kodak in China. and now they've separated, from what I understand, gone their separate ways. So hopefully they'll sell it in the US now before January 20th. Good luck with that. Yeah, so what else was there? Yeah, looks like, from what I understand, film's going to start getting more expensive everywhere, though. With the announcement that certain guys back in presidency, the US is going to probably put tariffs on just about everything, which could be a bit of a bummer for the film photography industry, because pretty much most of the precursor and chemicals and the accessories and things like that, they all come from overseas, man. So yeah, I'm hoping that doesn't happen. I'm hoping there's a way around it, but we'll see. Yeah, but it's not entirely good news. Yeah, it's a bit of a bummer, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. Other news, I have been very happily plodding away and playing with my Rollei 35F, and so far I've thoroughly enjoyed it. Now, I've listened to the feedback from some people. I've had some people say they don't like the way loading it, they don't like the advance, and different strokes for different folks. Loading it is a bit of a faff until you get used to it. I found it like 3 or 4 rolls before it actually became, not that difficult to load. It became actually bearable to load. And the one thing that's really important is this R switch on the back, because if you forget to switch that, if you put it up and leave it up and you forget to switch it down, then you're going to be sitting there going, why isn't my film loading? Like I was the first time, like a complete idiot going, why won't it wind on? Oh yeah. It comes with a huge sticker here saying, yeah, make sure you switch this down. The dumbass here didn't read it. Yeah, so far I've really enjoyed it. The autofocus is nice. The flash is pretty good. The viewfinder does what it needs to do, and it doesn't scratch my glasses in the process, which is a bonus. I've got a few rolls back so far. I've been pretty impressed with the results. The film advance is a bit crunchy sometimes, but you kind of get used to it, and it seems to even out and smooth out as you get through the roll. So I think it's very much a case of making sure you load it properly and taking the time, not just trying to do it on the fly, like I did when I was in the zoo or on the train. I'm trying to load it. Yeah, it was a bit of a headache. So, congratulations on the book, by the way. Book tour. Yeah, I wanted to do a book tour. That was the plan. The plan was to come to America this month, and I would have been in America now, actually. I would have been going to New York and San Francisco and LA and maybe like Portland, I think, or somewhere else. It's going to be like a multi-stop thing. Which I was really excited about until I completely buggered my ankle up, making walking quite difficult because it went to the size of a baseball. Yeah. Also people advised me not to come until everything's settled down a little bit, because apparently it's a bit hectic there right now with the election and whatnot. But then again, how much can you believe? Because you only see what's on social media, and social media is effectively poison. So, because I had a look at somebody else's, I don't know if you've done this, but I had a look at somebody else's feed, and the algorithms are so different, even for people like living in the same area. It's nuts. It's how tailored they are for you. It's bonkers, man. Which is why I decided to take a little bit of a break from it as well. Just back off it a little bit and give my head a bit of free space, because it was just getting too much. I want to see your Bangkok tour photos from that camera. Yeah, sorry, not going to show them. Don't show my pictures ever. I just don't show them. Yeah. As you know the guy from Mint, do they plan to make filters that fit on it? Yes, I do know the guy, Gary from Mint, and the plan is at some point, yes, there will be some kind of filter arrangement from what I understand, but that is not the word from the horse's mouth, so can't guarantee that for now. Come to Toronto too. I would love to come to Toronto. I'm not coming to Toronto in the winter. No, that's not happening. No, thank you. Sorry to hear about the health challenge. Yeah, me too. I have not been able to ride my bike for 2 months now, and it is driving me insane. It's driving me absolutely bonkers because my bike is sitting in the office and I can't do anything, and I hate it. I hate it. Please, if you even slightly injure yourself, just go to the doctor and get it fixed. Don't be an idiot like I did and try and push past it and just make it way worse, because I made it way worse than it should have been. It should have been healed by now, and it's just not. Let's see. Will you do a video like a 3F screw mount camera or lens? I won't. The reason being I don't have anybody to make videos with me anymore, so I am unable to make videos, unfortunately. This will go up on YouTube, this one. I put the lives up still, but new videos about cameras and reviews and things like that, I can't do them because I don't have a cameraman or an editor, color grader, sound guy. I don't have any of that. And I can't do it myself. I don't have the time or the expertise. I do not have those skills. So unfortunately, there won't be any new videos from me for quite a while. Yeah. I would say that at least NYC people are resigned to the fact and hoping that these next 4 years go by quick and without much damage. I think that's what pretty much most of the world is hoping for, because, you know, Japan is very closely aligned to the US. And yeah, our next door neighbours don't like us very much at all, you know. So there's reasons, but sure, but yeah, it's not looking great, not looking fantastic. But on a lighter note, yeah, I was really pleasantly surprised by what was going on in Thailand. I'm hoping to go back there very soon to do something again, because I had so much fun there. People are lovely, food is fantastic. Even somebody gluten-free like me, which is brilliant. I also do still hope to come to the US. The plan hopefully being in February, March-ish. I would like to be there for February, March sort of time, springtime. So we can do another push of the book. So that would be fun, because I want people to buy this. I really want people to buy this very, 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 very much. My publisher does too, otherwise they'll probably skin me and put it online. I thought on the SL66, I had the 645 back, but it was agonising to use. Instead of being central of the film gate, it was on the bottom third. Old engineers must have been huffing too much enamel. I'm pretty sure they were huffing quite a bit when they made this camera, because they made it unnecessarily complicated and an absolute stink pig to fix. It is, yeah, it's one of those cameras. Over 1,000 moving parts in this thing, but still gorgeous. If you find one like this one, which is working and all of the bits are on it. I mean, I found this one, and I've even got the prism finder, which is not something you see every day, with the rubber intact, right? So yeah, that's pretty sweet there. I'm pretty happy with that. Wild camera, just over designed to the hilt. But then when you can, why not, you know? So, yes, and also, I've got a few copies of Film Camera Zen in the office. I'm going to be putting them online as signed copies, so you can get a signed copy. There won't be many of them, probably about 15 or 20 or so. But yes, I'll put them online at some point so we can get signed copies out to you. I apologise that the shipping will be a little bit expensive, because this book weighs nearly a kilo. Yes, hardback, nearly a kilo. It's a lovely quality book, beautiful printing, lovely pictures. So perfect for your coffee table, or I don't know, your toilet or something. Apparently the paper is not very absorbent though. It's a shame. Let's see. I really want the SL66 to look so good. On a lighter note, Bronco used to make lighters. Hang in there. I haven't seen on any surveys on film photographers, but imagine we voted Harris. Take care, it would be a shit show. You're not wrong. The world's going to be a shit show for a while, man. I need to stop shooting film or I'm running out of money. Yeah, ain't we all? My SL66 was working beautifully after a CLA by Harry Fleenor. 3 or 4 rolls in and the shutter jammed. He doesn't work on them anymore and it's hard to find anyone that does. Bummer, man. Sorry to hear that. Bronco should have been Bronco. Hope you're good, mate. Yeah, I'm doing my best. Getting on with it. I promise you this book will not be in my bathroom. Promises can be broken. People cross their fingers. It's a book of shopping lists for people with gas. Yeah, that was kind of the plan with my email address at the back. So, you know, you can come and buy one from me. Which reminds me, I have got absolutely tons of cameras for sale. Cameras and lenses. I am up to my eyeballs in lenses at the moment, especially Nikon lenses. Got a whole bunch of them came in. A whole bunch of Contax lenses as well came in. Beautiful, beautiful lenses. For good prices too. So please come and buy something. Seriously, please come and buy something. I haven't sold camera in ages and it's driving me nuts and I'm worried. Including Mamiya 7s. I've got tons of stuff. So please come and buy something from the site. Check out, I'll put the link down below for everything, the link tree and all of that, so you can come and find the book, you can come and find the cameras. You'll see that if you're using Instagram, you can see it on the link tree anyway. If you watch this on YouTube later on, you'll be able to see it all there. But yes, I've got lots of stuff for sale, so please come and get some. Is it still a good opportunity to visit Japan with the currency conversion rate? Yes. I had my family from the UK visit 2 weeks ago, and they could not get over how cheap it was. They just could not wrap their heads around it. It was unreal. Because we were going out for meals for like 6 people, and it was costing less than 10,000 yen, you know. It was... Yeah. Bro, G-Bone got the best name on this live. Cheers, Camera Hunter. Who's G-Bone? Book for lens, please. A book about lenses? Oh God, no, they wouldn't let me publish that. I had enough trouble convincing them to publish this, let alone that. That one would be a tome. It would be so thick, bloated with gas. Yeah, that's me. How hard to find an MP with 0.58? Actually, very hard indeed. I've only sold, I think, 3 of them in my entire career of 12 years, more than 12 years. So let's see. The 0.58 was an a la carte option only for the Leica MP. And so the people that bought it tended to be people that wanted to keep it because they had a specific need for it. So you don't see them on the market very often. I wanted to have my MP6. I wanted to have a point. I'm not going to get it. I wanted to have a 0.58 finder put in that by Leica, and they quoted me just shy of $4,000, and they wanted 12 months, and I said no, it's not. I'm not paying that. It's not worth it. It's ridiculous. That's absolutely ridiculous. So it includes a CLA as well. I don't care if it can wipe my bum, I'm still not paying that much. It's ridiculous. I'm G-Bone, real name is Glenn Long, story of... Oh, okay, cool, right, gotcha. Can you talk about that NASA SWC you've got on the site? Yes, I can a little bit. I can't show you it, but I can talk a little bit about it. It's owned by a very, very, very serious collector of NASA cameras, and particularly NASA Hasselblad cameras. And he's decided to part with it. It's actually a replica of the moon cameras. There's only 5 or 6 made of them. I haven't shot with it because it's not actually a working camera in that way. It's a collector's item. It's probably more really a museum piece, if anything. It's an accurate representation of the cameras that were sent into space, and it was built by the same people at NASA who built the cameras that were sent into space. From what I understand, making it a very, very significant piece of photography history, because we all know Hasselblad's history with space photography and NASA, which is interesting because basically like one of the NASA engineers went down to the local camera store in Houston and bought a Hasselblad and went, yeah, we could use this on the moon. It wasn't even like NASA got in touch with Hasselblad and say, hey, can we make some cameras? No, NASA just went and bought a Hasselblad, took it to bits, changed it up a bit, put some stuff inside and went, yeah, this will work. And yeah, apparently it did. And that was how it started. So, hey Darren, how's it going, mate? How good to hear from you. Yeah, so the NASA camera I am selling for my client, but he wanted people to know a little bit more about it because it's just something you never, ever, ever see on market. It's just one of these obscure rarities, and I'm very honoured to be able to see it. So, yes, pretty happy with that. More information, you can read all about it on my site. There's a article about it, and there's also really interesting article about the spacewalk where they lost one of those cameras, which is on Cosmo Photo. So go check out that site as well. Support Cosmo Photo. Love Cosmo Photo. So yeah, it's got a story history, that one. It's kind of fun. Oh, I can see the birds hanging out on the power line. Oh, lovely. Yeah, it's quite peaceful here this morning as well. It doesn't seem to be a lot of loud noise, which is quite pleasant because, yeah, in the last few months it's been pretty noisy. You have a few Nikon DC lenses for sale on your site. Do you have much experience using them with film? What's the appeal in your view? I do, actually. I have quite a bit of experience using them on film, and I love them. The DC lenses are fantastic. I think they're some of the best lenses that Nikon ever made. The defocus control lenses. Let's see. Where are you? Oh, they're over there in the other cabinet. Really incredible piece of design for a lens, which is the defocus control, so you can sort of set your coma, which is really, really cool. And it works very well on film because when those lenses came out, I guess when the first digital cameras came out, well, no, a bit before that actually. So they were designed for the f5 and the f6, which are both film cameras. You know, got a dead one there and a dead one there. So yes, I very much like them. The 105 was a particular favourite of mine when I had an f5. I really enjoyed that lens. Really enjoyed portraits. It's just a monster. It's a king. You know, you can for me, you can keep your Noctiluxes. You know, give me one of those. We'll have to check Lost and Found on the Moon for that Hassie. Yeah, that's what. Well, there's a few up there apparently. Time to board the Saturn V, mate. Yeah. We are never going to see something that awesome again, unfortunately. That was like the pinnacle of engineering, in my opinion. The Saturn rockets, wow, they were nuts. But yeah, we've sort of drifted far away from film photography and deep into space technology now. But yeah, so that's been the news. Those have been my gripes and grumbles. As I am an Englishman, it is within my DNA and my rights to complain and moan about everything. So I do try my best to keep everybody happy in that regard. Excuse me. So yes, hey Bellamy, which Nikon is better, S3 or S4? Well, let me tell you. In my personal collection, I have an S4. There you go. I love the S3, but I have an S4 because it's just simpler. It's a simple camera. Does what it says on the tin, and it does it very, very, very well. I'm very happy with the S4, so yes, I personally prefer the S4. If you've got any more questions, please let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to go and get on with some actual work, although there isn't that much. Yeah, I love the old days before the days of CAD and mostly engineers on big paper engineering boards. Me too. I mean, it was remarkable what they did. My father was a draftsman, trained as a draftsman, and he could draw or write calligraphy, like old style, medieval calligraphy with both hands. You know, it was just nuts how highly trained they were. And I think we've kind of lost some of that nowadays. You know, it's all done on a computer, which is sad. Which is why I like film photography, because it still lends itself to a certain element of skill, although I have none, which is why I don't show any of my photos. But some of you certainly do, as I've seen from your photos online, especially when you've tagged them JCH 400 or something like that. It's always happy to see them. So yeah, thanks for dropping by. Oh, let's see, one more question. How does the Rollei 35 AF lens compare to the Rollei 35 Carl lens? Different lenses. The Carl Zeiss on the original is amazing. This is a very nice lens. I'm really impressed with it. It was designed and made by ex-Pentax engineers. So it's not just a plastic piece of crap. It's a decent lens, and I'm pretty impressed with it so far. It doesn't have that Carl Zeiss glow. Carl Zeiss has that Carl Zeiss glow. Yeah, that's how it goes. But yes, thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you all have a great day, morning, evening, afternoon, or whatever. It's lovely to hear from you. Please do go and get a copy of my book. Please go and check out my website. Check out the link tree. Buy some merch. Buy a camera. It's coming up to Christmas. The goose is getting fat. Come get a camera. So, thank you, everybody. Take care. See you again soon. Keep on shooting film. Cheers. Bye-bye.